today I'm gonna go out with Phil and work on a farm in Hansville. We're gonna do some basic, just like setting posts and stuff like that. But I think I am gonna bring out some special insulators that a lot of people don't know about, and I'm gonna show you how those work, because we do have to put hot wire around the inside of the fence when we're done. And part of the fence is already there. It's a 3-rail fence that we relocated. So I'm gonna show you that, because a lot of people don't know about these insulators, and you definitely need to know about these insulators. Okay, so just grabbed the insulators that I wanted to show you guys at the store, and now I'm headed out to meet Phil at the farm. So I try to mark all of the tools with this red tape, first of all, because that tells me if we're on a job site with other people, or if some of my guys bring tools with them, that it's mine. And so Phil doesn't steal my stuff. And also I try to put it at like 36 inches. It's not a great indicator because the blades will sink into the dirt at the bottom a little bit, but it tells us we're close. So 36 inches to there, 30 inches is my minimum height. So we're right about there. Try a couple more. In 4 stages. We'll dirt set it first, put about 4 to 6 inches of dirt in there and pack it in while we level and center the post, and that holds it in place while we do that. And then we'll add a little bit of concrete, about 4 to 6 inches of concrete, usually about a quarter bag depending on the size of the hole. Add water to the whole mix, and then level it again. So we'll check it again and make any adjustments that we need to, and then we'll fill it up to within about 4 to 6 inches of the top and with dirt, and we'll pack that down and add water to that. The water is going to get rid of any air bubbles, and that space in there will let water that gets trapped between the post and the concrete to drain away from the post and not rot the post there. And then we're going to cap it with concrete. So we'll fill it all the way up to the top with the concrete, and that's going to protect it from the dirt. So when the dirt touches the base of the post, it rots it out right at the base. So you can go along a post or a fence line that looks perfectly fine, and if you push on the post, it'll snap right at ground level, because that dirt and moisture right at ground level has rotted it away. So grass growing up close to it, the dirt touching it, and the bugs in the dirt eating away at it. If you cap it with concrete right along the top, it keeps the plant life growing out away from the post, keeps the dirt from touching it, and it also sheds water away from the post to the outside of that concrete cap. This is my newest camera, and I tell you what, it is a pain in the butt.
Is that the actual GoPro?
No.
No?
You definitely should have done this. Okay, here. So just point it at me and the insulators. All right.
All right. You have it going? Oh, you do have it going.
It's going.
All right, cool.
Okay. All right, and get real close on this, because they're kind of funny and it's hard to see from far away. So, I mean, I know you want to show my face too, because it's pretty.
It's pretty.
All right, guys. So these are the insulators I was telling you about earlier, and they're just kind of run in the mill for me, but every time I hook somebody up with them, they're always like blown away by the simplicity. I also have people who've been using these for years, and they've been like putting a screwdriver through here and like turning it manually. And then I show them this, which is kind of the key to the whole thing. All it is just a little piece of box tube with this little shaft welded on, and it fits right in the drill chuck, and you slide these guys in and go to town. And so there's no pounding. Alternative is to like either use screws and have the standard insulators that you put the screw in separately, or use a nail on insulator or whatever. But either way, there's either a lot more pieces going on, a lot slower, or there's a lot more pounding, and these guys just zip right in. So this one's kind of chewed up, but I found the insulator. So this is for a T-post, but normally they would just have a flat piece here and a little hole for a nail, and you would have to put it on there and hammer it on or screw it on or whatever. There it is.
Super simple.
And then usually try and turn this guy upright so that the wire doesn't fall out, just in case, but usually you want it pretty tight. So there we go. So we'll just pop those guys in all the way along. I think they're kind of cool looking too. They're not as ugly.
Well, the thing that I like about them
What's your nice, Phil?
is, in terms of this, they're a lot more like secure.
They're way more secure.
The line is just, that guy is super open almost all the time.
Yeah.
But look at like the difference there.
Yeah. They're also super cheesy. Like, this feels really chintzy. Those are like 3 times the weight. They're round. There's no sharp angles. Very little to catch on stuff and fall off.
Yeah.
And they've got that big old lag screw in there. So yeah. I don't think you can beat them. I think the only flaw with these is how short they are. So if you have a real wiggly fence, which we never do, then the wire sometimes will come in contact with rails or posts that are, in a weird spot. And so, but if your fence is straight, it doesn't really matter. So a single strand of hot wire is a really good way to help the horses just give a little bit of extra respect to the fence, because a horse, especially a big horse, if it just gets used to being able to push on stuff and move things around at its whim, basically, it doesn't matter how strong the fence is, unless it is, fabricated steel. It's not going to hold up to a big horse. And so they need to be taught that a fence is a barrier they can't mess with. So these little insulators right here are going to form our single strand of wire that runs the whole top length of all these fences. So that's this 3-rail fence that we relocated, and the wire panel fence that we're putting up across the way there. They're all going to have that, and it's not a lot. It's going to be super low maintenance, really good materials, so good insulators, good wire, good tensioning. So it should be super simple to maintain, and it's not going to get in the way, but it's also going to teach them to respect that.